Where should you live if you're going to move to Lisbon, Portugal? What area, what district? I'm going to try to give you some information. It may not be exactly what you're looking for, but I get a lot of questions about it, so I'm going to try to answer it as diplomatically as I can. I'm Jorik. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm just going to spend a little bit of time, it might be a little longer video than you're used to from me, talking about where to live in Lisbon. It's probably the number one, it's not probably, it is the number one thing that people message me, or if they find me on social media, Facebook and other ways. Where should we live? What district? What's the hot place? What's the trendy suburb or neighborhood? And I would say that there are probably 20 to 30 different districts within Lisbon, and I'll say within, when I say Lisbon, within the city center, that I'd live in a heartbeat, that I have no problem living in for a number of reasons, as well as across the bridge, which if you are not from Portugal, you may think that that is still considered Lisbon, but south of Lisbon, across either the April 25th bridge or the Vasco da Gama bridge, is the Almada, Montijo, Palmela, some southern, I'll call it the suburbs of Lisbon, that are excellent and kind of emerging places for people to live as well. Get a little more bang for your buck there. But I'm going to go this way. I don't have a particular district that I think is the best or the best neighborhood. We looked in several districts, but I'm going to tell you what was important to us when we moved, which may not be important to you, or it might be. Hopefully this will help you as you're putting a list together. If you're thinking of moving or thinking of retiring and you're thinking Lisbon is going to be the spot, this is what went on into our thinking. We wanted to live in the city center. I think part of that was probably watching a lot of House Hunter International shows and seeing the city center not in the touristy part of the city center. So we didn't want that much traffic around an apartment. Also, usually the prices are really higher in the touristy part of any city center. But we wanted to be in the city center because we didn't want a car. We wanted to give up driving, and other than getting a rental car, we wanted to have a bus driver, a tram, trolley, metro, Uber, someone else take us around, or our own 2 feet. So because of that, we were okay branching out, but still within the city center where we had decent public transportation. It wouldn't take very long, let's say 25 minutes to get from one side of Lisbon to the other. And with it being a condensed city, you can get from one side of the city to the other in that amount of time. So city center, because we didn't have a car. That also factored into what we were looking for as far as apartment size and budget, the cost, because we figured, okay, we're not going to have car expense, maintenance, insurance, gas. So we added in a little bit into what we could afford for an apartment, because we wanted the city center. That was numero uno on our list. The next thing on our list was 2 bedrooms. We wanted a bedroom, obviously, for ourselves, but we wanted a second bedroom or a spare bedroom, either as an office space or when people came to visit, we could actually have them here as opposed to renting out like an Airbnb or VRBO or having someone stay at a hotel. So we wanted to have that opportunity in our place. Beyond that, I really wanted a balcony or a terrace. So either something out front where we had a view and we could sit, or something in back where we could sit and or have like a little garden or some potted plants to grow some things. And we were able to get that. We were able to get a front balcony, which is a very nice view of our street, little bit of a view of the April 25th bridge as well. We do not have a back terrace or back area for land. That's okay. So what we wanted, kind of our top things on our list, we were able to get. Where we got them, we could have gotten this just about anywhere within the city center. We got it in a place called Lapa. This district is an older district. It was sort of, it used to be the happening thing in maybe the 50s and 60s or 70s, the place to be. A lot of embassies are in this area within the Lapa and Estrella district. I want to say there's 8 or 9 embassies probably within a 10-minute walk of us. So it's more residential, it's less touristy, a little more international, but more traditional Portuguese as well, which we wanted. We didn't want all tourists, but a very quiet area. I think that's what we really like about this, is that it's not noisy. So even if there's a festival going on, even when there's lots of tourism happening, we don't really experience that. We can walk 20 minutes, get into the heart of the city, and get all that we want. But then we can come back home and have a peace and quiet on our way home in a very, I guess, a street where not much happens, which we're okay with. So those are some insights on how we chose our apartment. Something to consider when you're apartment hunting in Europe as opposed to the US. The letter T stands for how many bedrooms. T0 is a studio, T1 is 1 bedroom, T2, 2 bedroom, and so on. Also the energy rating, A through F, I think here. If you have an energy rating on a listing that's A, B, or C, it's going to have some combination of heat and cooling in it, and probably some insulation in the walls and attic. If it's a D, E, or F, there's probably little or no insulation, and there may or may not be AC or heat. So those are some points to ponder. Again, I have so many favorite neighborhoods that I would talk about. We chose this place for the reasons I listed, but you could find the same thing that we had in one of the 20-some districts within Lisbon. It's just, there's so many beautiful places. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this gives you some information or gets your mind going as far as what checklists that you want to have or must have when looking for a property. So thank you so much and have a great day.